Welcome to my little cottage. As it is September, it is National Sewing Month, which President Ronald Reagan established in 1982. So I thought I would take you on a little tour of my sewing room. So let's go. So as you come up to my sewing table, there's normally a project on here. This is going to be a mini backpack for my grandson. So he wanted Charlie Brown and Snoopy. So that's what we're going to have. I think this is going to be the lining. No idea, but we'll make it work in some blue. So that's what's on my sewing table. And as you can see, I've got tons of tools. That's all full of tools. And normally my iPad sits up here so I can listen to movies. I have just a little bit of fabric. There's this and this. We have just a few more pieces over here. And we have these, which are called layer cakes and jelly rolls and charm packs. They're already pre-cut, so it is crazy easy to start making things with all of those. In addition to fabric, you have to have thread. So I have some here. I have some here. And I have some here, which is double. And I have some there. But we're not done yet. And we have just a few more spools of thread here. We have all those fun colors. And let's see if I can do this with one hand. We have this and this and this. I think it's safe to say that I kind of love to sew. And this is my happy place, my favorite place. I bought this machine, gosh, I think back in 96 maybe. It's a basic machine. It's actually the one that they use in high schools to teach sewing, but I love it. This was my husband's aunt machine that his cousin had cleaned up and fixed for me, which I love. It's called the Rocketeer sewing machine. And that puppy over there will actually do felting, which is a whole nother thing to get into. As I mentioned, here are some of the purses that I've made. This is a travel bag. It's got zippered pockets. This was a mistake, but we had a grommet. There are no mistakes. You just be creative. We made this little guy. I have this little travel, like a cool, that fits an iPad in the back. Let's see. We have this bag, a little fancier. We've got this one, was the very first one I ever made. So we were seeing if I could do it. And then this is called a barrel bag, which is kind of like if you were going to the gym or yoga. So, and I've got like 5 more bags to make in my class. So this is my husband's grandmother's quilt rack, and I use it for material that I'm working on. This is all going to be a blanket for my grandson, so it is all Star Wars. I just finished this quilt top, so that just has to be quilted. We have a lover of Alice in Wonderland, so if you can see that, we have that fabric. This is going to be a Christmas table runner, or more winter, so we have that too. I've also made Easter baskets. The one year they were piled up to the ceiling. But yeah, I've made these little ones with little pockets inside. Here's my flag wall hanging. I know it's hanging upside down, but that's kind of where I need to store them. I really surprised myself with this one. I didn't think I could do it. It's a little twister tool, so I proudly hang that on our front door at Christmas because, again, I didn't think I could do that. This is definitely one that's not a traditional piece. My parents have always played Scrabble, and they gave me one of their first Scrabble games. So I quilted the fabric, and I glued the little letter tiles, and then I put one of their score sheets down and another score sheet down so that I would always have their handwriting with me. So I will sew with just about anything. And if you remember that felting machine I showed you in the corner, this is just one of the little things that you can do with it. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour of my sewing room and all my goodies that I am very, very lucky that I have. But if you'll excuse me, I believe I have a project waiting for me that I I kind of need to start sewing, and I don't want to be late for work. Although, if I am, now you know why.